Welcome to Eugene, Oregon, where it appears my eyes have to be deceiving me. I'm looking skyward. There's liquid coming down from the sky, and everyone knows it never rains in Autzen Stadium. What a game we have in store for you today. A Big 12 showdown, and the implications could last for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Arizona State Sun Devils taking on a team looking for its first win, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Sun Devils will get us started with the opening kickoff. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Oregon's offense takes the field to start this game off. And this big fella can beat you in a number of different ways in the passing game, David.
Yeah, so much fun to have a guy that I can rely on, that can beat guys over the middle of the field, that can beat man-to-man coverage. This guy's the ultimate weapon.
And I love that this guy has an awesome catch radius. You don't have to be perfect as a quarterback when you throw to him. He can make you look good.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
On second down, wants to throw. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. He let the thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Well, they try to throw for it there on third down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
Will not get there. A fourth down stop. The Sun Devils offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And, David, we'll see just how effective they can be on the ground running against a backer like this.
But they're going to do what they do, and they're going to feature their guy. He's an elite running back. You're a great linebacker. Let's see.
And he intercepts it. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. It's that hole for 4 and gets it out to the 16. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting the season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true, it starts one game at a time, the old cliche. But the Big 12, year in and year out, so many different teams that can beat you, so many different teams that can put points up on the scoreboard. You got to start fast in Big 12 play.
So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. He'll pull it down. At the 45 on his way. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that 1st down. The give to the back. Ball down at the 38-yard line and a big pickup of 15 yards there. And the Ducks will have it 1st and 10. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Pass for 25. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. The Ducks have pushed it inside the 20. quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. They'll throw it from the red zone. Gets it out quickly. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The Ducks trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Forges ahead for 1 to the 8-yard line. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business. Line gets set, 1st down. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Finds his big tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They're backed up just a little, 1st and 10 from their own 19. He's looking to throw it. Snags it over the middle. And that stiff arm is a weapon for this runner. He uses it and picks up a 1st down. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Leaves it with the back. He breaks a tackle. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Trying to impose their will with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabs it in the middle. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on 1st down. Sweet feet on the move. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on 1st down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. They've got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Fires to the tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick strike complete. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. And the Sun Devils in the hurry-up. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. They're trying to get to it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. That last play, the kind of thing that can mess up a really good drive. It's 2nd and 17. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's got it. And he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1.
Really nice job there of the quarterback reading coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on 3rd down, setting up 1st and goal.
The Sun Devils trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Arizona State! Now that's the way to bail out the rest of the team. Start with bad field position, put together a drive anyway.
And very confident. You could see the quarterback just had a bit of a swagger race. He was like, look, all right, we're starting deep in our own end. Special teams didn't help us out, but we can fix that right now, fellas. And they went out and looked so good on that last drive.
They're lining up to kick it off, and he ought to be able to knock this one anywhere he wants after that extra 15 yards with the roughing the kicker. Here comes the offense on first down. He wants to throw, trying to get to it. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. On second down, he'll let it fly. He rifles one deep down the right side. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. Now facing a third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Grabbed in the middle. It's Fowler. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
You just can't hit the quarterback like that. The defender got caught red-handed. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Man, through the contact. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. And the Ducks will line it up on 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Offensive linemen love to run the power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having to pass block every play. You got to keep defenses off balance.
Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. And they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Got a lot of running room. At the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Sun Devils. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. He'll keep it on the sneak.
Man, when I was at Florida, Steve Spurrier would wait for this opportunity in a game 4th and inches, and he'd signal in red snoot, quarterback sneak. It works every time.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Soften him up with a run. Now to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. Still running at the 40. Oh, look out. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. The Ducks line it up with a 1st and goal. Pushes ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oregon. Lining up for the PAT.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Takes the handoff. It's Sanders. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1.
Now, that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Off play action. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer against this athletic front 7 on defense.
Pass on the way, it's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. A 1st down for the offense. Out of the gun to give to the back. Not a lot of daylight there. Let's give him 1 to the 14. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He's looking to throw. It's complete to the left. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the 1st without scoring. They'll try to run for it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Ducks!
And I love that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, we should have ran a better route.
Finds a soft spot in the middle. Knocked down at the 31 after a gain of 5. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Got his man down the middle. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pockets nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, and they corral the ball. Boy, the turnover, but man, did they lose a chunk of yardage. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On second down, looking again to throw. Still on his feet at the 45. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, a stirring start to things today in Eugene as we say hello from our broadcast studios. It's been a fun start to this one, and this offense has really been the story. They've opened up a sizable lead, and unless something drastic changes, things might get even more out of hand. A combination of lethal efficiency, and that offensive line has been the key. They've mauled that defense and also just about broken their will. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Autzen Stadium.
The Ducks will kick it off to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Gives him a little shake, and he's got some room. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. And the Sun Devils want to pick up the tempo.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Now on second down after the incompletion. Off the play fake. Finds his big tight end. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Now it's second and goal. He'll pull it on the read. Touchdown, Arizona State! And that one will give them the lead. They'll try to add another to their lead.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much of the defense. QB runs in for 6.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Out of the gun, the inside give. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Well, look what's happening now. Old Uncle Mo has hit the transfer portal and is changing sidelines. Crosses the 45. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Give the offensive line tons of credit on that running play. Just working really well as a unit right now. They're being physical. They're getting a lot of push. And you see guys working up into the second level, getting hats on hats, linebackers and DBs as they try to get involved. This O-line right now really showcasing their physicality.
And the Ducks with the 1st and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now the offense trying to operate in the red zone. He's back to throw on 2nd down. And the senior would love to have that one back. Just a little too much on the path.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
On 3rd down, going up top. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. The Ducks trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wilson to pass. Feeling some heat. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. It's still 3rd and goal. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little.
Well, they're trying to catch the defense napping there. Sneak the running back out of the backfield, see if the defense's eyes are maybe in the wrong place, but a great job. Everybody's staying home and then making a nice tackle.
It is good. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Now on 2nd down. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Caught in the backfield. It's Sanders. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Quickly out to the tight end. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Caught behind the line. It's Sanders. And a quick completion, an even quicker loss. The defense was right there to knock him down. 2nd down coming up. They keep attacking through the air. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Trying to make magic on the scramble. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. The Sun Devils will call on their punt team. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Bringing it back, it's Fowler. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. Be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
They're bringing heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They couldn't connect on second down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. Wilson will throw. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. His offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. From the gun, running back on the move. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Finds a crease at the 20. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
The Ducks are on the move. From the gun, running back gets to give. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Oregon! And they've moved out front here in the 4th. And he knocks it through, and the lead is a field goal here in the 4th quarter. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. He'll keep it himself. Puts him in the spin cycle. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Just had a solid pickup on 1st. Now let's see what they've got on 2nd down. At midfield, he's got room. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. And the Sun Devils want to move quickly.
Man, I want to be a running back in this offense. When you take that handoff to the right and you see that blocking and all the holes open up, that's a good sight for a running back.
You've heard of read and react. I think the defense read it. They just didn't react very well.
Well, when you got that kind of a line, just all that push they're getting on that right side, they just pushed the defensive lineman back, got in the linebacker's laps, and man, oh man, it was brutal up front.
He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this 3rd and short. The play action fake. Looking to scramble. He'll try to do it himself. They bring him down, but not before he gets just enough to move the chains. The Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. Tight end finds a soft spot. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Pulls and fires complete to the right. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt, you throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
Quick pass on the jet motion. Touchdown, Sun Devils! They move on top here in the 4th. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The pressure, the intensity is palpable. A huge play right here on 3rd and 2. He's knocked down in the... Lose a couple.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
Quickly complete. And he surges up to the 30. And they'll move the chain. We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Power football with the run. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Wilson to pass. Throws to the tight end. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Trying play action. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And it's now or never. It's do or die for this offense. 4th down, late in the game, trailing. They absolutely have to connect and move the chains right here. This thing's over.
They'll run the option. Now the toss. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch? They're moving quickly after that big 4th down conversion. Clock will roll when the ball is set. Quick toss. Dances away from one. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Trying to escape and get it himself. What a nifty run there to pick up the 1st down. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Now on the move at the 28-yard line on 1st down. He's going to pass. Hit as he throws. And that pass is intercepted. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. And the Sun Devils enter the final minute with the lead. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And stampeding through the defense. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive. 1st and 10 coming up. They'll ride the hot hand. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. You're going to hear guys after this